A lot of people talking about this next story. Actress Blake Lively is taking legal action against the co-star of her latest movie, It Ends With Us.
Okay, so she's accusing the co-star and the director, by the way, Justin Baldoni, of sexual harassment. And her lawyers claim he tried to destroy her career to cover it all up. If you remember, when the movie came out in August of this year, there were some signs of tension between the two stars. They never appeared together during the press tour, and her name got dragged through the mud, with fans accusing her of promoting the film as a romantic comedy when it's truly about domestic violence. Well, joining us right now to talk about it is entertainment lawyer Lisa Bonner. Lisa, thank you so much for being here with us. This has a lot of people talking, but the details of it are a little complicated. The complaint goes into tremendous details. What is actually going on here from a legal perspective?
Well, thank you for having me. Firstly, Blake Lively is accusing Justin Baldoni in a complaint of trying to protect his reputation and basically destroy her reputation. The complaint is not a lawsuit, and I want to point that out. People are referring to it as a lawsuit, but it is actually a complaint because it does not specifically request any prayer for relief, meaning a jury trial or any monetary damages, but simply says, hey, I want to get these facts out there, and I want to set the record straight so I can prevent this behavior from happening in future instances.
And Lisa, Lively is accusing Baldoni of astroturfing. I haven't heard of that before. What is that exactly?
Yeah, that's an interesting term that has recently come around with the onset of the internet. And basically, that is using deceptive practices in order to engage in a smear campaign by planting false stories and then having bots or employing people on your PR or marketing team to go in and post supposed unsolicited comments that would appear as real people to refute any negative allegations, in this instance against Justin Baldoni, and in an attempt to further smear Blake Lively's reputation.
Yeah, and talk to us about the legal aspects surrounding this smear campaign. How can this actually be proven?
Well, it's in the complaint, if you read it, it is very, very specific. And they have subpoenaed records to obtain actual text messages and emails where they have outlined in very straightforward detail about what their tactics are, what the strategy is, what their defenses are, scenario A, B, C, D, how to deal with it, how to refute it. And it's very plain in its face that Blake Lively and her attorneys really did take some time to really think this through and put forward this. And now the interesting thing is, in the PR and marketing campaign for the movie, they were supposed to, and when they actually had a return to set, in this addendum, they really addressed how this marketing would go forth with respect to the movie. And this is in direct retaliation of that exhibit and of that addendum, basically saying, hey, if you actually violate this, we can come back and we will take action. So they were on notice already that if they were to misstep, then they were going to actually set the record straight. And that's exactly what she did in this instance.
I mean, Blake Lively is very well liked. She was super popular in Gossip Girl. She's always out with Taylor Swift. She's considered one of Taylor's best friends.
Famous husband.
Is this a famous husband? Exactly. Is this sort of an uphill battle for him? Like, how do you see all of this playing out?
Well, I think it's really just... Well, she hasn't asked for a jury trial, so right now he's been dropped from WME, and that, ironically, is the same agency that represents Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. So that is already played out in Blake Lively's defense, and also, I mean, it's going to play out in the court of public opinion and also really affect his earning power and his potential to garner additional producing jobs and acting jobs and directing jobs. So if nothing else, it's not going to bode well in the court of public opinion for Justin Baldoni. So I don't see Blake Lively, trying to force this to go to trial and get monetary damages, because that doesn't really do her any good. She's just saying, hey, I'm trying to set the record straight. Since you all planted these deceptive stories, I'm trying to come back and I am activating this campaign and this complaint so I can clear my name. And that's exactly what she did.
All right.
There's a price to clearing your name in Hollywood, especially. All right, New York attorney Lisa Bonner, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.